Digital body language: how to build trust and connection, no matter the distance. Trust and connection are essential for any relationship. Yet, anxiety and misunderstanding can arise because we send the wrong signals in our texts, emails, and social media messages, or misinterpret others' messages. This playbook by Erica Dhawan helps you to understand digital body language and learn how to communicate effectively in a digital world. In this digital body language summary, you'll learn the components and 4 laws of digital body language and what it takes to communicate clearly across differences. What is digital body language? For millennia, human beings interacted face-to-face and developed complex nonverbal cues and body language. By comparison, digital communications are still extremely new. There's no common definition for digital body language, how to interpret it, or what's the appropriate tone, channel, or response time for such communications. In short, we're all immigrants when it comes to digital body language. This potential for misunderstanding can get worse as more employees work remotely. About 70% of team communications are now virtual, with 300 billion emails being sent daily. The Journal of Personality and Social Psychology estimates that 50% of the time, the tone of our email gets misinterpreted by the receiving party. Elements of digital body language. In the book, Erica Dhawan helps to translate the subtle cues of physical body language into explicit expressions of digital body language via cues like choice of medium, symbols, punctuation, and timing. In a nutshell, your level of priority is reflected in your choice of medium. Your emotional expression is conveyed through your use of punctuation and symbols, such as the use of exclamation marks, periods, ellipses, emojis, and caps. Your response time conveys your level of respect. Delayed responses or a total lack of response, ghosting, are equivalent to ignoring someone in person. Who you include in your 2CC, BCC, and reply all fields affect your level of inclusion, and your digita persona, including your name, email address, profile picture and search results, reflects your identity. To get specific examples and tips on the choice of medium and appropriate response time, and use of punctuation/emojis. Here are a few examples of how you can combine the elements above to translate traditional body language to digital body language. Challenges of digital communications. In a digital world, people are more likely to feel disengaged because of the loss of critical nonverbal cues. It's also harder to express care/appreciation over digital mediums and get the response/timing right. On the other hand, it's much easier to get distracted or to hide discomfort. Digital communications can also be stressful due to ambiguity or digital power plays. There are 4 common sources of digital anxiety. Brevity. When you receive a short, vague message like "we need to talk" or "this makes no sense," you may fret over where the other person is coming from. Passive aggressiveness. Seemingly harmless phrases like "as I explained before" or just a gentle reminder may be interpreted as a criticism of someone's lack of attention or response. Slow responses. When you don't get a reply to your email/text, you start to wonder if the other person received the message and why he/she hasn't responded. To some people, not receiving a digital response in 1 to 2 days is akin to being ignored for a week. Too much formality can make you seem cold or unfriendly, while being too informal can make you seem careless or disrespectful. Digital body language, 4 laws. Erica Dhawan sums up effective digital communications into 4 interrelated laws. The first 3 laws: value visible, communicate carefully, collaborate confidently, lay the foundation for the 4th law: trust totally, value visibly, explicitly show respect and appreciation. In a nutshell, this is about being sensitive to others' needs and using the appropriate digital body language to clearly communicate "I hear you" and "I understand you." To do that, you must read carefully, write clearly and consciously, express your appreciation visibly, and respect people's time and schedule. Communicate carefully, be clear and unambiguous. Be as clear as possible in your words and digital body language, taking into account the specific context, medium and audience in your communications. If you're a leader, make sure that your team members know, the specific goals for each project, 2, the conclusions and next steps for each meeting, 3, the norms for medium selection and response times, and 4, what's being asked of them. This minimizes ambiguity and misunderstanding, so people can work effectively and efficiently. Collaborate confidently, build synergistic teams in the digital era. Achieve synergy by giving each person a voice, helping people to feel safe/supported, and creating goal/role clarity. This requires that you stay in the loop, ensure commitments/deadlines are honored, and demonstrate executive presence digitally. Trust totally, build teams that move faster and further. This final pillar is built on the previous 3 pillars. In order for people to totally trust their team/organization, you need to create psychological safety where people tell the truth, keep their promises, and have faith in the organization. Communicating effectively across differences. People from different gender, generations, and cultures interpret things differently and express themselves differently. Such differences and biases can be amplified over digital mediums. Erica Dhawan breaks down the communication differences between men versus women, digital natives versus digital adapters, and high-context versus low-context cultures. Tips for communicating more effectively across these differences.